June 12, 1945. Somewhere on a battered Pacific island, the air is thick with smoke and the smell of damp earth. A lone American engineer sits behind the controls of a massive bulldozer. He isn't looking at enemy lines. He's looking at a mountain of jungle and red dirt that stands in his way. With a low hum, the machine's blade bites into the ground, and a task that would take hundreds of men-weeks to accomplish begins to disappear in mere hours. This wasn't just a battle of soldiers. It was a battle of engineering. When the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers landed in the Pacific, they brought more than just rifles and grit. They brought the future of warfare with them, embodied in yellow steel and raw mechanical power. Across the water, local Japanese commanders watched through their binoculars, completely stunned. They saw these bulldozers level hills, carve roads through impenetrable jungle, and flatten terrain for entire airfields at a speed that seemed impossible. Their own labor battalions, comprised of hundreds of hard-working men, couldn't even come close. They had initially scoffed at the idea. What could one machine possibly do that 300 determined men couldn't? But the evidence was undeniable. The numbers just didn't lie. One American engineer in a bulldozer was accomplishing the work of an entire company of their manual laborers. A grim realization began to spread through the Japanese command. This wasn't a war they could win with spirit and manpower alone. They were up against an industrial giant, a nation that could literally move mountains to achieve its objectives. The Americans weren't just fighting. They were building their way to victory, creating the very infrastructure of their advance as they went. Think about it. While one side relied on shovels and sweat, the other deployed machines that reshaped the battlefield itself. This relentless mechanical advance was more demoralizing than any single firefight. It showed a gap in resources and technology that was simply too vast to overcome. The commanders saw that the war they thought they had a chance of winning was slipping through their fingers, hour by hour, as another airstrip was paved, another supply road was cut. By the end of the war, these unsung heroes of the Corps of Engineers had constructed hundreds of airstrips, ports, and thousands of miles of roads across the Pacific. Their work didn't just support the war effort. It laid the very foundation for the Allied victory, and later for the reconstruction that would follow. It was a testament to the idea that modern wars are won not just by soldiers, but by engineers, logisticians, and the industrial might that supports them. Back on that island, as the sun sets, the same bulldozer sits quiet. The smoke has cleared, the jungle has been tamed. The Japanese commander who once doubted its power now understands a hard truth. Long before the final surrender, in quiet moments like these, watching a single machine do the work of an army, the war was already over. He just hadn't known it yet. Thanks for watching. If you found this story as fascinating as I did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more untold histories. See you in the next one.